Hey everybody! It's time for another 10-minute Tuesday. I had a little bit of difficulties getting on right away, but here I am. So this week on my 10-minute Tuesday, we are going to talk about juice cleansing. And right now is day one of a 3-day juice cleanse that I decided to do totally out of the blue. My husband's on a business trip, and I thought, hey, it's really easy for me to eat whatever I want when I only have to worry about myself, so why don't I just do a juice cleanse while he's gone? So I've decided to do a 3-day one because that's pretty manageable and it's not that hard. And I think I can handle 3 days without food, just eating or just drinking juice rather, and having some vegetables as well. So tonight I wanted to go over kind of what juice cleansing is, what to expect, and also talk about the program that I'm following and share with you guys what that is in case you wanted to check it out for yourself. So let's get into what juicing is and why should we choose juicing if we decide to go that route. Well, juice cleansing floods your system with nutrients and antioxidants without all the bulk and fiber of eating, a mountain of fresh fruits and vegetables. So you can take in a lot more since you're just consuming the juice. You don't have to work as hard to actually extract the vitamins and minerals out of the plants, and it allows for easier and faster absorption into your system. So our bodies are actually designed to work perfectly and heal themselves. Our culture has kind of gotten away from that. Instead of using food for medicine, we kind of use it for pleasure, and we get ourselves into all these bad situations along the way. But our bodies are made to regenerate and heal themselves all on their own as long as we fuel them the right way. So the standard American diet that most of us consume is laden with processed meats, fried foods, refined grains, starchy potatoes, and sugar is in, honestly guys, everything. I have a whole different talk planned for going over sugar information. It's just its own beast for a later date. And honestly, one of my personal favorite meals is getting a big old juicy hamburger with french fries and ketchup and a soda, but all that stuff can just really build up inside of us, and it can lead to some bad things. So we are meant to thrive on food in a more natural state. So that's things like raw fruits and veggies, seeds, nuts, unrefined oils, and also lean proteins. So red meat is not bad in moderation, but leaner meats are always good to have. But due to life circumstances, where you live, and certainly your budget, it's honestly not that easy to eat the things that we always should be eating because of convenience or what we can actually afford. It's really hard to be a healthy eater these days. So this is where a cleanse of any sort can be a great option for you. And setting up a cleanse schedule every 3 to 6 months might be a good way to go because it's going to clear out all the gunk inside your digestive tract, reset your bacteria balance, which is really important, and also can help address some other health issues that you might be having. So that was kind of why I started onto this. I'm still dealing with some different things, investigating what might be setting off some symptoms that I'm having. So I thought a cleanse might be a good way to kind of reset all my internal organs and go from there. And I heard an analogy the other day that I thought was really helpful in regards to cleansing. And some people who know anything about cars might be shaking their heads, but if you think of your body like a car, and the cleanse can be seen as an oil change. And so we might not all need an oil change at the same time. So my cleansing schedule might not be the same as yours. We each have a different make and model, our bodies, but we do need to perform routine maintenance to keep our machines running smoothly, dependably, and without major issues. So that's what a cleanse could help you guys with. So my particular cleanse that I'm doing, I will share a link to that in case anybody wants to check it out. But when I get up in the mornings, I'm drinking warm water with apple cider vinegar and honey, which is great for your digestive system. It helps increase your good bacteria, decrease bad bacteria. Also helps with my ability to digest and absorb nutrients because throughout the day, I'm drinking 5 different juice recipes that are just full of nutrients, and I want all of that to be benefiting my body. I did some yoga this morning, which just helps increase circulation, helps with breathing in deeper, opening your airways. I did a dry brushing regimen, which I can share about in a later talk too, but it's great for circulation and also stimulating your lymphatic system. And your lymphatic system is what helps your whole body process and detox stuff out of it that it doesn't want. So that's a great talk too for another day. But I did some dry skin brushing. I have 5 juices planned for the day. I'm going to drink my last one as soon as I get off of this call. But I did a breakfast, a mid-morning, a lunch, an afternoon snack, and after this I'll have my pre-dinner one. And I'm drinking them about 2 hours apart. Pretty scheduled so that I don't forget to drink them and they kind of all pile up, and so that I also don't get a lot of hunger pangs and end up splurging for something that I shouldn't be having on this juice cleanse. And then this evening I am allowed to have a dinner of raw vegetables or fresh fruit. So I'm going to just do probably a couple cups of raw veggies. And then in the evening, later this evening, I'm going to do some herbal tea and then probably a detox bath with baking soda, Epsom salt, and lavender essential oil. Super great for relaxation, just keeping your body processing things as it needs to, as it kind of comes off of all the junky stuff I have been eating. And so my recommendations, if you're looking into doing a cleanse for you, and this could be any kind of cleanse. This could be a juice cleanse, a bone broth cleanse. Maybe you just want to eat vegetarian for a couple days or for a week, or maybe you're kind of just doing like an elimination diet. But this is, what's your goal? What are you looking for? Are you trying to go for weight loss? Are you trying to reset your gut bacteria? Are you doing something that's a little more targeted for a specific health concern like I'm having? So kind of figure out your goal. That would be my recommendation. Figure out the cleanse type that you want to do, and then plan your duration and how long you're going to, and their timing of it, which is really important. So I'm able to do this pretty easily this week because my husband's out of town. So I have 5 full days where I'm feeding myself. I only have to worry about it in my own schedule. It's really easy for me to just pre-make a bunch of these juices and take them to work with me and have them, instead of having to plan my every meal and what I'm going to have for the day. So timing is going to be key, because you will not want to plan this if you already have something on the calendar for the weekend or for the following week that you are already going to be splurging on. That's just, it's going to hurt you. You're going to feel like you're left out of everything, when in fact we want this to be a great time for you to rest and recuperate, and not be worried about all the things that you can't have while you're doing it. And then preparation is super key. So what I did the other day was I went and bought all the veggies that I'm going to need for this 3-day cleanse. I washed and prepped all of them, and I have them kind of separated into the different amounts that I'm going to need for each juicing recipe. So tonight, later this evening as well, part of my prep for tomorrow is I'll be juicing all of the stuff I need for my 5 juice drinks for tomorrow. So that way I just have them in the fridge, they're ready to go. So preparation is totally key. That way you don't do things out of convenience and kind of get off track. And then also, depending on your current diet and the indulgences that you already partake in, as far as coffee or sugary things, or even lots of fried foods, dairy, carb-heavy diets, you might need to think about eliminating some of those things over a couple days before you do some type of cleanse, because it can send your system kind of into a bit of a shock, even especially getting off of coffee and sugar. Those are big ones. So you might want to research around, okay, what would I need to do to even prepare for this cleanse, no matter how long the cleanse is going to be, and start eliminating some of that stuff gradually, so that you don't have kind of some bad side effects that don't make it worth it for you. And then one other thing I've been doing is taking an essential oil supplement from Young Living, and I'll put this up here. I'll also put a link to it. This is called Digest and Cleanse, and this is made up of different essential oils that help your body's natural cleansing and digestive process. So what I'm doing is taking these before my breakfast, lunch, and dinner juices, and that's just still helping everything in my digestive tract right now flush itself out, kind of get a refresh or reboot, and start new every day. So I started taking those today as well. And then last but certainly not least, for this week's edition, stay hydrated. So I'm already drinking 128 ounces of juice a day, because these recipes that they make, these recipes make quart jars of juice, which is a lot of juice, 128 ounces, but you still need your water. So anything that's added to water, if it's just not plain water, you still need to drink water to stay hydrated. So I've just been drinking liquids all day, my juice and my water. And it's just, water just helps you flush stuff out. It helps one of the most important things is that you just feel like yourself still. So water is always a good thing. I have a whole different talk planned for water sometime. Okay, that was a fast juice cleanse rundown of what I'm doing. Would appreciate any questions or comments. If you guys have tried a cleanse before, let me know what you've done. We can kind of bounce ideas off each other. If you want to know anything else more in depth about what I'm doing, I would love to chat about that. And I will talk to you guys all in the comments. And I will see you next week for another 10 Minute Tuesday.